Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. There's one thing that will elevate you above everyone else, no matter where you start, no matter what you've been through. Powerful relationships. And I'm not talking about just any relationships. I'm talking about the kind of relationships that change the game. Relationships that make you stronger, wealthier, and more influential. Relationships that turn enemies into allies and turn your career into an unstoppable force. You see, love, yes, love, isn't just for your family. It's for your business. It's for your future. It's for your people. And when I say love, I don't mean a hug and a pat on the back. No. I'm talking about a type of love that fuels your success. The kind of love that builds trust. The kind of love that lets people know you're there for them, and you'll never back down. That's the kind of love a leader must have. And let me tell you something. When you lead with love, you will win. Now, look at people like Warren Buffett. He didn't get to where he is by sitting in a corner office and closing his doors. No, Warren built relationships. He built trust. He built loyalty. And he never, ever backed down. You think Buffett didn't make hard decisions? Of course he did. But every time, he built the right relationships. And those relationships, they paid off big. Big. He's not just an investor. He's a master of relationships. And what about Elon Musk? Look at what he's done. Tesla, SpaceX. The guy is out there, doing things no one thought were possible. But he didn't do it alone. No. Musk surrounded himself with a powerful team of innovators. And he loved them. He motivated them. He built relationships that got him through impossible odds. And guess what? He's now one of the richest men in the world. That is the power of love in business, folks. But it wasn't always like this for me. Let me take you back to my early days. People told me I was crazy when I first started out in real estate. You'll never make it, Donald, they said. You're too young. You're not connected enough. You don't have the right relationships. But let me tell you, I didn't listen to the doubters. I knew something they didn't. Relationships are the foundation of everything. When I built Trump Tower, I didn't just build a building. I built a network. And that network, it's what made Trump Tower a reality. It's what made me a success. But let me tell you, relationships are more than just business connections. They're about understanding people. They're about knowing what makes people tick. The best leaders, the most successful people, people like Steve Jobs, Richard Branson, and even my good friend, Carl Icahn, they all knew one thing: the power of relationships. These guys didn't just know how to make money. They knew how to build trust. They knew how to build a family of people who would support them no matter what. And let me tell you, the truth is, when you build relationships, people will go to war for you. I've seen it firsthand. People will go out of their way to help you. They'll do things they'd never do for anyone else. You know why? Because you've shown them that you care. You've shown them that you're not just in it for yourself. You've shown them that you're a leader. And that, my friend, is powerful. Look, I don't care if you're in business, politics, or even just trying to get ahead in life. You need strong relationships. I'm not talking about surface-level friendships. No, I'm talking about deep, meaningful connections that take time to build, but will pay you back tenfold. Relationships where people know they can count on you, where they know you'll deliver, where they trust you to be the rock in their storm. Remember when I ran for president? Do you think I did that alone? Absolutely not. I had a team of loyal people who believed in me, who fought for me. But I didn't just make them loyal with money. No, I made them loyal with trust. I made them loyal with love. I took the time to understand them, to get to know their strengths, their fears, their ambitions. And when you do that, folks, you don't just win elections. You change the game. And let me tell you this, when you build powerful relationships, you start to see the world differently. You start to see opportunities where others see problems. You start to see potential where others see risks. Because when you've got a strong network of people who believe in you, you're unstoppable. And I've seen it time and time again. You've got to invest in people, folks. It's the most important investment you'll ever make. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Donald, I don't have the time for that. Well, let me tell you something. You don't have time not to build relationships. If you're serious about success, if you're serious about winning, you better start investing in people right now. I don't care if you're a billionaire, a president, or just someone trying to make it. Relationships are the key. Look at my good friend, Ray Dalio, one of the greatest hedge fund managers in the world. He didn't build his fortune by being selfish. No, he built it by forming strong relationships with his team, his investors, and his clients. He knew that business is built on relationships, and that's why he's one of the most successful investors of all time. But here's the thing. Relationships aren't just about business. They're about life. It's about surrounding yourself with people who inspire you, challenge you, and push you to be better. And I'll tell you, I've had people like that in my life. People who've inspired me. People who've made me a better person. People like my father, Fred Trump, who showed me how to work hard and never quit. People like my great friend, Mike Pence, who stood by me through thick and thin. And people like my beautiful family, who've always had my back. These relationships, these people, have made me who I am today. But what do you need to do to build these relationships? First, you need to be real. Don't fake it. People can see through that. Be genuine. Be authentic. Be someone people want to be around. When you're authentic, people trust you. And when they trust you, they'll follow you. They'll go to war for you. They'll fight for you. Next, you need to deliver. Talk is cheap, folks. Everyone can say the right things, but only a few people actually deliver. And I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. I've seen people talk big, but when it comes time to back it up, nothing. Don't be that person. Always deliver. Always show up. And when you do that, people will trust you. People will believe in you. People will respect you. And let me tell you, once people respect you, they'll follow you. And that's when the magic happens. That's when the deals come together. That's when opportunities open up. That's when you become unstoppable. Now, I want you to think about something. Think about the people you've surrounded yourself with. Are they the kind of people who will lift you up? Are they the kind of people who will challenge you to be better? If not, it's time to make a change. You need to surround yourself with the right people. The people who will push you, who will inspire you, who will support you no matter what. Because here's the truth, folks. Your relationships will make or break you. The people you surround yourself with will determine whether you rise to the top or fall to the bottom. And I'm telling you right now, if you want to succeed, you need to start building those relationships. You need to start loving like a leader. Because when you do, everything changes. So go out there, start building, start connecting, start loving like a leader. And when you do, you'll be amazed at what happens. Donald J. Trump.